Business is not for everybody. Some people are very good in working 9 to 5 job. Some people are very good in doing businesses. Some people are good in the two. Everybody know your strengths and focus on your strengths. So let's say for somebody that their own strength is in doing 9 to 5, they like that kind of a job where they already have a schedule, they have something to do 9 to 5. Some people, even if it's to do cleaning, they cannot even find that job. And that is why you begin to see that, okay, people have fallen off and they are not able to pay their bills. Then the poor now begin to live off the average by robbing them and stealing from them. So that is another loss. The fact that you still have to spend money to be paying for things that you would not pay for. Then let us even talk about the noise. The noise pollution from generator, for example. And the fact that you are paying light bill for lights that you don't see, and you still have to buy fuel for your generator to run the generator. So now imagine that you don't have to go through that, and when you pay your light bill, you actually see the lights that you have paid light bill for. So all of this, by the time you begin to put together all of these expenses, and you say, okay, while you are struggling to do it for 2 years, you have put together all of these expenses, it would have even overshadowed whatever investment. It will be bigger than whatever investment that you would have made up front for you to be able to get this thing done in 8 months to 1 year. So now, going back to answer the question, if I were currently in Nigeria today and I'm trying to relocate to Canada or any other country, I would do an upfront investment to get knowledge so that I am able to do this thing once and for all quickly, to reduce the error, trial and error, the time I would spend trying to figure things out. I will try as much as possible to reduce it just so I can get things done faster, because my projected loss is greater than what I would have invested anyways. The projected loss is greater than what I would have invested anyway. So that is what I would do if I were currently in your shoes trying to relocate. So now I'm not saying that you should do what I would do. Everybody knows what they would do or what they can do, right? But that is what I would do, just because I don't want to continue to accrue losses over time that I normally shouldn't, because of action that I should have taken. You don't need to figure things out all by yourself. Let me give us another example. There's one, I'm really interested in real estate investment. Investing in real estate is something that I want to do in the long run, something that I really like to do. And like, there's some limitations when I stay on my own and think about it, just on my own by myself. There are a lot of limitations that I see. Like an example, a typical example is how much debt you can carry, or how much the banks can give to you as loan, especially if you already have a mortgage. Most of the time the bank is not able to give you more mortgage, because there is a calculation. I'm not a bank person, or I don't know how to use the terms, but there's a way they calculate it for them to tell you that, okay, yeah, this is your ratio that you can carry. So that being said, but there are people that are working regular jobs, regular paying jobs, salary jobs, that are doing this real estate investment, and they are doing it legally. They are not doing anything behind back door. No, they are doing it very well. No, even if the government come and check them today, they are okay, perfect. Now the big question is, how are these people doing it? That's a question for me to answer, right? Now, do I need to go and struggle to be figuring things out? Really? That's one thing. But then again, like I said, even if I go on Google, like I've Googled this, if you go on Google, it will just tell you what is obtainable, but it doesn't share people's experiences. So some people have been in these shoes and they have seen that, okay, yeah, this is the way to navigate it. It doesn't share people's experiences. So what did I do? I went to look for somebody who teaches on real estate investment, just so I make my life easy, and then they give you all the resources that you probably need. So Why do I have to be struggling and invest all of this time looking for information that I don't get the answers? So at the end of the day, it depends on everybody, but I just share these things with us just so that you know that, okay, this is what you could do, but you really don't have to do it, but you can choose whether you want to do it or not. So you can either decide that, you want to struggle, or you want to get help just to make your life easy. Many people, they procrastinate is because the reason why many people procrastinate is because they don't know how to do it, or they don't know how to start. And you keep pushing it and saying tomorrow. If you find somebody that would figure it out for you, for example, now and tell you that, okay, do this and do that and just do this, you will do it quickly and you are done. But if you don't know how to do it, and you say, okay, yeah, you need to watch 100 YouTube videos, go and read 500 Twitter posts, you need to check 100 Instagram accounts just before you get this information. In fact, by the time you even think about all of these things that I've said, you're already exhausted and tired. The thought alone has exhausted you. Which energy will you not even use to execute? So last, everybody has to decide, how do you want to run this race to make the journey easier and quicker for you? It's something that you need to decide to do. When there's one of my friends that got her. So at that time, when we were during my master's program, I had a couple friends, and one of my friends went to. Of course, our intention was to live permanently in Canada after our study. So most international students, they are trying to, okay, yeah, do I need to go into the express entry pool now and do what I like and be there until I get an invitation to apply, or do I need to wait after my studies, I get postgraduate work permits? Like, there are all of these questions that you could ask. At that time when we were there, some people had already qualified for them to be able to receive an invitation to apply to get their permanent residence. So like, if they go into the pool, they could get an invitation to apply because their points would be high at that time. But there was something that was limiting everybody. They needed to write IELTS. Some people said that, we are too busy now with schoolwork, I cannot write IELTS, let me wait till the future. So after school, I'll go through the whole postgraduate work permit and go through all of these processes. After school, I'll write my IELTS. There's one of my friend, and again too, international students have tight money situation. So money was tight for some people as well, so they couldn't do it. One of my friends, who, regardless of all the financial tightness and the time tightness, because you need to prepare for this exam, she did it anyway. So amongst all the people at that time, there was one person that did it. Of everybody, she became a citizen 3 years after she entered Canada. She became permanent resident, then citizen 3 years from when she stepped her leg in Canada. Some people are still on this journey, and it's going to take them 7 years for some people. So what was the difference? Is the action she took at that time, and the fact that she squeezed herself at that time. Now she's enjoying the benefits of being a citizen. So there are many benefits of being a citizen, a Canadian citizen, and one of them is that you can work abroad. Like Canada and the US, for example, they have this work relationship that a Canadian can work in the US, and she has always wanted to be able to work in the US. So something that she had always wanted to do. So now she can do that and make more money, because really, when you compare the salary in the Canada and US, they pay more even for the same job. So now she's there. She's able to do what she wants to do in a timely fashion earlier. Add 2 years to that. Let's say she didn't do what she did that time, and it now takes an extra 2 years. So now she's earning way more than she would have been earning in Canada for the same job. So it means that these are losses that she would have, projected losses that she would have accrued. So at the end of the day, we need to begin to look at it. Are you going to want to stall and struggle to figure things out right now, when you can get help and add 2 more years to the time to achieve the goal that you are trying to achieve, or you are going to invest in yourself? Another reason why I see that a lot of people don't invest, or they don't invest in themselves, is that many people just feel like they are not worthy of the goals that they set for themselves. An example is that your goal is that in 2023 I'm going to relocate. Some people feel that they are not worthy of it. They say that, yeah, it's not for people like me, and many times it's because of what other people have told them. It's not for people like me, it's not for third class, it's not for somebody with my age, it's not for somebody with my family size, it's not for married people. Oh, I'm too single to go there, there's no husband there. Like, you just hear many things. Oh, my children, I cannot go with my children, they will not allow me to study, and I cannot leave them at home, so I will just stay here. Like, you hear a lot of different things. Everybody has their excuse and their reason why they can do something or not do something. But finally, it's your desire to achieve this goal, your desire to make progress, your desire to move forward in life, to move ahead in life. Is it greater than this limitation or this challenge that you are currently facing? Is it greater? If it is greater, then you will do what it takes. I'll give us another example. I'll give us one final example, then I'm going to take a few questions and we're going to call it a day. One of my business goals this year was that, no, starting from half of the year, because it was in July I set that goal, is that I'm going to post one video per day on Instagram. That was one of my business goals. I'm going to post one video per day. We recently moved. Last month we moved to a new house, and the lighting here in this house is not really so good, that such that when I'm doing, you know how inside the house will just be dark, so I either have to shoot the videos out of the house or not shoot at all, or the videos will be dark. So that was a challenge for me. And because I have a newborn baby, I'm not able to go outside now, like go out of the house to go and be shooting video, because my baby needs me. My baby is too small, I can't do that right now. So I had two options. I either fix the light situation, or I continue to make excuses and say that, okay, yes, you know, my baby number one, which is really, like, it's not even an excuse, it makes sense, right? My baby number one and number two, the light is dark, so I can't do it. But then, is there a solution to my light problem? Yes, I can get somebody to come and fix the light, right? And that was what I did. I got an electrician to come and fix the lights. It didn't cost me money to pay the electrician, because it wasn't free. I paid the electrician. But will it help me in my business goals and help me in my business in the long run? Yes. So at the end of the day, you need to begin to check and balance this thing and see, what is it, even in your life, aside from your study abroad, your life, your business, your job, what is it going to cost me if I don't fix this thing? Sometimes the cost that it will cost you in the long run, or your loss in the long run, is way more than what it will cost you to fix the problem that you are currently facing. Anyways, I'm going to take two questions. I have to go. You see, my baby is getting fussy. She just woke up. So I'm going to take these two questions here and I'll leave. Will your masterclass have Naira payment option instead of using? Of course, House of J's Organic, send me a DM. There's a Naira payment option. Since a friend got declined based on financial insufficiency. Okay, person doesn't have enough money. She said she would need letter of explanation and SOP to reply again, or just letter of explanation. Letter of explanation and SOP, I think that they are the same thing. I think you are trying to say study plan. So if this your friend that was denied, this is what your friend needs to do. She needs to go and order a GCMS note. She has to go online. GCMS note can be ordered by a permanent or a temporary resident in Canada. So if she knows anybody that's currently in Canada, she should tell them to help her to order a GCMS note. The GCMS note is the immigration officer's note, and it will give you detailed information about why she was denied. So generally they have general reasons that they put in those refusal letters, but the GCMS note is on case-by-case basis and give detailed information on why she was denied. Let her get that GCMS note. When she gets that GCMS note, she will review the GCMS note and tell her the particular reason why she was denied. Fix that reason why she was denied, and then she can reapply. Anyways, thank you for joining me on this live session. If you have any questions that you couldn't post here, or if I've not taken your question, please do send me a DM and I'll be happy to answer your question. For those of us that are just joining us and people that don't know me, that have not met me before, my name is Zino Ojobo. I am an educational consultant with Success Factors Migration, and I am a fourth-year PhD candidate doing my PhD in chemical engineering. My focus is on biopolymers. We're trying to make the world a better place. So I like to call myself a polymer engineer. Anyways, yeah, so that's me.